let's jump into that trailer.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you lead the charge on this one, since you are the almighty Avatar guy.
Yeah, so I really and I know myself, like I came into this trailer wanting to hate it.
You wanted it to never happen in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if like the original creators had stayed on and had followed through with like the entire show, but the fact that they dropped out because Netflix was too involved was just the sign to me that like this isn't going to be worth it. But visually,
this is a bastardization of everything you love.
pretty much. But yeah, visually, I have to say they killed it. They blew me away. They, you know, most of the bending looked really great. A lot of the cinematic kind of moments of the show are even like more kind of dramatic and more cinematic, if you would say that. And then they did a great job with showing off a ton of locations in this trailer.
They did,
that were also visually beautiful. So it, like, seeing the like a bunch of those locations, definitely like I wrote some notes down. They had
came prepared, ladies and gentlemen.
they obviously showed Aang coming out of the ball of ice at the South Pole. They showed the Fire Nation attacks on the air temples. They showed Kyoshi Island. They showed Ember Island. Not Ember Island, sorry. Well, I'm blanking. I think it's Roku.
You're thinking of Fire Island. The
Fire Island. Yeah, whatever that island is
the
called.
The island where all the music fans got stuck at. Do you know about Fire
music fans?
It's a bad joke.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And then they have the Earth Kingdom forest with that panda spirit. They have Omashu, and then kind of like at least from what I saw, this location was interesting. I don't know if you remember that scene in the trailer where like it's very brief, but like it looks like Zuko and Iroh are like running. And then it cuts like straight to Azula, like they're in a forest and they're running. To me, that looked like the end of season 1, where those two are like on the run and they have to cut off their hair and become like, you know, new people basically. So that, I think there's a few things to really be excited about. Where, you know, the movie, even though I've never seen it because I refuse to.
I've never seen it either.
From what I hear is that they skipped over so much of the story. And what I was worried about with this show was that it was only going to be 8 episodes. And I was like, oh no, they're going to skip over a ton of the story again. But my hope is with showing off a bunch of those locations, and I don't think they're obviously showing off everything, that we'll get to see most of season 1 in this. So I think this trailer is showing off a lot of good things. And I can't say I'm mad about anything except maybe like the portrayal of Sokka. Like that's maybe it. But yeah, I can't say I can complain too much with this one. Now,
you told me when this was announced, I'm not even going to watch it, Zach. Like has this brought you over to the other side where you are now going to you are going to watch it?
Look, here's the thing. I still haven't decided that. Like I would still be okay not watching it
because look, you're not doing any, as far as I'm aware. It doesn't seem like you're doing anything harmful if you just watch it.
Look, I guess like I'm already supporting Netflix by having Netflix. But I guess the thing is that I would be supporting a show that doesn't have the support of the original creators, and I don't think.
Well, you could criticize it.
Well, but what if it's good, huh? Like,
well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there.
Yeah, but you know, like, I was surprised I didn't find myself annoyed at like, you know, Aang and Katara's voices. Like they didn't really bother me at all. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to entice me into watching this, but I don't know if it's enough to like fully get me on board here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, to be honest, this is going a lot more positive than I thought it was going to.
Yeah. Gosh, they even had the bounty hunter lady from their first season. I really didn't think we were going to get to see that. There was just a lot of little details from that first season that I'm pleasantly surprised we're seeing. It's very cool to see all of those like battles and climactic moments from the series in a very like visually breathtaking format. It's very neat. I'm gonna give it some props.
Now, when you're saying that the bending looked really good, are you referring to the people's bodies bending, or are you referring to the?
You know what I mean. Look, I don't think it looks perfect
with their acrobatic abilities in this trailer.
I think the movements along with the bending, I think it does work. I don't think I was talking about the movements, but it didn't bother me, so it must work.
Okay.
So, but yeah, no, I think maybe at points like the fire looks a little slow, but like I'm very much nitpicking there.
The
like
fire looked a little slow to me.
I have to nitpick this trailer bending. Because like well, you know what I mean. I've seen it in an animated format, so. So yeah, like I this is probably a boring segment for some people because I'm not bashing this thing.
No.
But I can't in good faith bash it.
Yeah, I've been watching the Percy Jackson series, which
nice.
Which I've seen comparisons, which to like. And people didn't necessarily love the movies, but like I've seen comparisons that like some things were better done in the movie, some things are better done in the TV show. I'll say,
wow, I'm surprised.
I'll say, in general, the TV show far surpasses the movies.
Right.
And you're concerned with not being able to see, like they're going to rush things because it's 8 episodes. Those animated
right
episodes. How long was each one? Like 20 minutes?
Basically like 21-ish minutes, right?
So, and how many episodes were in a season?
So 20 episodes per season. So if they go a full hour with each of these 8 episodes, then I'm okay. But if they go like the Disney route where like it fluctuates and it can drop down to like half an hour an episode, I think that is where they're going to get in some trouble.
I feel like traditionally, Netflix usually goes for the hour.
Okay.
So, but I could be wrong. But I think after seeing the Percy Jackson show and the amount of details that is in that, I know it doesn't have everything, but it has kept a lot of things that I was like, oh, I totally forgot about that, and that and that happened in the book. That did not happen in the movie. I am hoping that this show will do a good job of showing things. To be honest, I've not seen it since, like, I've not seen the Avatar show in a long time. So I'm not going to remember what's in season 1, what's in season 2. Like, I know the big beats, but I don't know all the stuff in between.
Funny enough, I do like to wait quite a long time in between watches. And I do think it's been like at least 3 years for me now. So I think I'm nearing another watch.
It does make me want to watch the show again. Just like watching Percy Jackson makes me want to like read the books again. So needless to say, I thought it looked good. I think it also has a similar vibe to Percy Jackson, where it's these very young kids, because they're kids, with these incredible abilities in this fantastic world. And it's not completely PG, but it's also not very, like, it's not super dark either. It's this nice, believable world. And like, I don't know, sometimes with kids, I can get kind of like Scoble Walker from Percy Jackson. He's got a weird voice. And I really didn't think that I'd like it, but over time, like, you just kind of get used to it. And I think that's probably what's going to happen with this show, because with the animated show,
I hope so with Sokka,
the voices just like they could be so exaggerated, and now it's like it's a bit.
I think I am worried about that too. Like, I think I don't know. Like in my mind, they don't feel exaggerated. They just feel like they're characters with like full of personality. And I'm a little worried that like Aang is gonna lose some of that personality because the kid is so young, and I don't know if he's like a good actor or not.
Right.
And yeah, like I am worried about Sokka and how he's going to sound, but maybe I will get used to it. And I'm also like still not a fan of how like Zuko and Azula look. I think they look far too young. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Zuko does seem a little young, doesn't he?
Right? I mean, he looks like very close to the same age as Katara or maybe even Aang. Like I don't know. They just maybe not close to Aang, but I don't know. He should be older.
Right. But overall,
but yeah,
I think it looks good. I'm excited for it to come out. And if you don't watch it, then I can just tell you all about it.
I'll let you know. I still have not made a decision. I don't know if I will before.
I don't know if I ever will. Go to my grave and be like,
should I watch it?
I heard it's one of the best TV shows of all time, but they didn't include the original creator.
Look, you know what? The reason why I'm even tempted to not even go there even more is because the original is one of the greatest television shows of all time, and anything else isn't going to be as good. Like I just don't think it will be. So,
and
I don't know.
If they remade Star Wars, I would watch the remake because I still have the original.
Yeah. Look, you make some good points. You do.
Thank you.
I'm not going to disagree.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on Avatar. I don't know if that's all of your thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. You can speak for me. That's fine.